As we listen to the readings today, they offer to us a few different points to ponder. Hopefully none of us, even on our vacations, whether it be camping or going for rest, need to place a stone for our pillow. Not comfortable. And yet, God comes to Jacob to let him know, as he sees dreams of the messengers coming up and down, and God there, this holy ground that he's been on. And in that faith of hearing of the God of Abraham and Isaac, a God of those who have gone before him, he calls him to recognize in faith that he will be with them. As we listen to the responsorial psalm, how do we grow in our faith as we trust in the Lord? Here in the gospel, we take and we hear the anxiety, the grief, the worry, that as we look at our experience in life, that we probably at some point or another have experienced. That of a woman with a long illnesses of the hemorrhaging, realizing if I can just touch the cloak, I know God's healing gift will be there. That depth of faith. The man who comes before him, heart-stricken, the loss of a child, what words can be said? And he comes to Jesus to ask, please, just come and do something. And Jesus willingly goes. I'm sure that he was brokenhearted as well. And in that sadness and in that care, he feels the woman touch the cloak and turns to her and offers not a rebuke, but a consolation. Yes, it's your faith that has healed you. And that overall peace that she must have experienced of knowing and feeling that welcome into God's relationship and peace. And then he goes, and the commotion of the sadness of a child's death, and he says, get out. And he goes in and takes the child's hand, and she rises. He gives back to the family that tremendous gift. In our life, especially during the summer months, how do we grow in our faith? How do we ask God to help us to recognize his presence? And in our anxieties, our grief, our worries, especially this past year, how have we taken the opportunity to realize, Lord, I believe, help my unbelief. As I come before you, I know that you can do even the impossible. But you ask us first to do the possible, to turn to you. And as we do so, we ask that grace, especially as we listen to his word, as we're nourished by the Eucharist, to realize that healing power of God is with us. And in that healing power, he asks us not just to come and be nourished here, but to take that forth into our world. And as we do so, into our lives, into our homes, into our communities, especially as we're beginning to open up more and more, that we realize how important that faith is. May we truly give thanks with an attitude of gratitude, of love and grace, asking that strength to continually turn towards the Lord as we face the different experiences that daily life brings, but knowing Jesus does understand us. He wants to welcome us. He recognizes us as we are, and he offers that healing gift. As we do so, he asks us also to share that with one another. May we seek to bring that gift of equality, of peace, of serenity to all whom we meet and in all that we do.